Hey Leo Collective, what's up y'all? Welcome to the channel, welcome back. I hope you all are doing amazing. Let's pull some cards for you and see what you need to hear, alright? I hope everybody is doing well. Let's see. Messages for the Leo Collective. Messages for Leo. What we got here? The Lovers. You got number 2. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Cancer, or a Pisces. It says love is offered as a gift, but it is the choice to embrace it that gives you power, that gives it power. When you choose to open up your heart to love, you unlock a deeper sense of meaning in even the smallest moments. Well, the Lovers is Gemini energy, but the number 2 is the High Priestess. Some of you could be involved in a very spiritual connection with another person. This is like your cosmic +1 on the planet, all right? But we'll see what's going on with the Lovers. Sometimes that represents the choice between two people, two opportunities, two options, okay? It represents the ultimate choice. It is a symbol of vulnerability and transparency as well. But we'll have to see. Is this a choice that somebody is making? Is somebody stuck between two lovers, or have you found the one? Like your kingdom spouse, something flipped. Ooh, giving birth. Ooh, somebody could be pregnant here. The number 8. Interesting. Number 8 is the Strength card, which is Leo energy. Something sacred is being born through you. And for some of you, it's a baby. Whether through art, transformation, or life itself, you are giving form to the unseen. Honor the responsibility and let this new beginning take its first breath. Now, for some of you, this could be creative projects. That's definitely giving me the Empress, Taurus, and Libra energy. But I like these cards coming out together. There could be a partnership here. It could be professional for some of you. It doesn't have to be romantic, but a partnership here where you are creating something with another person, something sacred, something special. Okay, we'll have to see, because everybody is not here for love, even though I do feel like for a lot of you, this is love, marriage, you know, possibly starting a family with somebody, even though you could already be pregnant. Maybe somebody's having a baby in Taurus season. Is Libra season too far away? I think Libra season is just a touch too far away. What else? Cancer, Gemini, or Pisces season. Somebody could be having a baby. Or maybe you already had a baby with someone. I don't know. Let's see. So maybe you and this person share a child who's a Gemini, a Cancer, Pisces, a Taurus, a Libra, a Leo. What's next for you? Fear of change. Number 12. And that's the Hangman, which calls for a new perspective. It says fear of change is natural, but remember that growth begins where comfort ends. Even if the path ahead feels uncertain, it holds the promise of something greater. So there's a new pathway opening, a new door, a new possibility, a new opportunity. But it's bringing a change, so it's something different than you expect. For some of you, it's love. It could be a partnership that you're just like, wow, I ain't never met nobody like this. Let's see. Well, you could already be with this person. Infinite opportunities. Remember that there are infinite number of ways for you to succeed. When you release the illusions of limitation, you will step confidently into the flow of infinite opportunities that are always available to you. That's what this door is taking you to. Infinite opportunities. I love it. So something is changing. Now, y'all know after the Hangman comes the Death card. The Death card does talk about endings, new beginnings, right? And that can be scary, especially for a fixed sign. Us fixed signs, we don't like change too much, even though I think Leo has an advantage with being fire signs, but y'all don't like change as much as the other signs either. So we have slave programming. Patterns of powerlessness and self-limitation have been ingrained in you through societal conditioning. Allow yourself to break free from the mental chains that keep you bound to what others expect or believe. And that definitely gives me Eve programming. It gives me the Hierophant. It's about the matrix. You're breaking free of the matrix, and that could be what the change is and why it feels so uncomfortable. But when you do, it opens up to infinite opportunities. Look at this, a timeline shift. That's the Fool. This is a radical change happening for you. It says, I collapse all times of limitation and consciously choose the reality that resonates with my highest joy and fulfillment. So it's like you're in control here. Y'all are going through y'all shedding some kind of belief system or something. This Hangman does talk about a personality Y'all, why can't I think of what I'm trying to say? I want to say a personality disorder so bad, and that is not what it is. Identity crisis. The hangman comes when we start looking in the mirror and not resonating with what our parents told us we were. Now, for some of you, that could be sexually. That could be like, I don't feel like I'm masculine. I feel more feminine. That could be, I don't feel that I identify with wanting to be with the opposite gender. I'm a same gender attracted person. That could be, I don't identify with being a Muslim, a Christian, an atheist, whatever anymore because somebody told me that's what I was. I don't identify with that anymore. Whatever the programming is, it's breaking free of the matrix here. And you're jumping timelines, you know, Aquarius energy. This is Aquarius energy, and that's rebellion. That's eccentricity. That's like, look, I'm marching to the beat of my own drum. It can be upheaval, but it's a good upheaval, and it's one that you embrace because you're ready for a radical shift. It's a trust fall into the unknown. Look at another pathway, another threshold you're walking through. Something is happening here. Something is happening here. Okay. I'm hearing that song. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. I know y'all know that song. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I don't know what it's called, but that's the song I'm hearing. I feel like I need to know what that song is. Hold on, I gotta tell y'all. All right, y'all. The song is by somebody or a group called Buffalo Springfield. It's called For What It's Worth. It came out in 1966. That could be significant. Okay, it says there's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a G-U-N over there. Telling me I got to beware. Okay, wait a minute now. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street singing songs and carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for outside. And then it says paranoia strikes deep into your life. It will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. You have fear of change here. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line. The man come and take you away. We better stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Let me see what the point of this song is. Because it feels like protest. It feels like chaos and upheaval. So let's see what this means. I think I read that before, but I just don't remember. It says this song was originally written about the 1966 Sunset Strip curfew riots in Los Angeles, a conflict between police and young people over a new curfew. Now on my channel yesterday, my second channel yesterday, Messages in Music Tarot, wait. No, I could be getting you mixed up with Scorpio. Never mind, that was Scorpio. Okay, anyway, it says, while it was inspired by these events and the clashing of generations, its lyrics and haunting melody resonated with a much larger movement, leading many people to interpret it as a powerful anti-war protest song that also spoke to the general feeling of social unrest. And that's funny because look at this slave programming. Again, this is the Matrix, and this is breaking free from the Matrix. Taurus and Aquarius energy. A Taurus or an Aquarius could be involved. That is so interesting. Including the Vietnam War. Some of you could be born in the 1960s. Okay. There's a message in that. There's something happening here, and what it is ain't exactly clear. That's why you got a fear of change. But there's new opportunities coming in. But it could be that this radical change happens as a result of the timeline shift that comes from doing something that feels rebellious. Because this is rebellion. When I think of a riot, I think of a rebellion. That's what they call it sometimes. And this is the Fool. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Leave it to my Leos to have the most spicy reading. Okay, let's see what's going on. What's going on with the Lovers and giving birth? Okay, what in the world? This is the Page of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a younger Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Or this could be your child. And then you have the Ace of Swords. I won't show her because she's showing one of her boobs for some reason. Somebody could be a breast cancer survivor. Well, somebody could be breastfeeding. That could be what this is. So Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio is here. Now, the Page of Cups can be new love. It can be a crush. Showing up with the Lovers, that could be what it is. This person could be younger than you, though. I did notice in the song, it did talk about an age difference, like the generations clashing. Now, for some of you, maybe there's a change coming in your romance. And maybe it's one that feels... You could just be dealing with a younger person. A Libra, Aquarius, a Gemini, Cancer, Pisces. Oh, I showed it anyway. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's see what this is about. This feels like some kind of aha moment, an epiphany, a breakthrough, and a new perspective. This talks about a fresh perspective. This could be new love giving you a fresh perspective. Now, the Ace of Swords would normally represent somebody with a lot of integrity, a very honest lover. You could like this person's voice. Your conversation with them could be showing up here. Very flirtatious text messages and talking between you and another person. What else? You got the Devil and you got the Four of Swords. Interesting. Capricorn energy. You got Libra, Saturn. Both of these are Saturn. Saturn can be disruptive. Okay, what is going on here? Somebody could be recovering from surgery. And if so, you could be going back. Maybe somebody just gave birth. Maybe you had a C-section. Four of Swords can be hospitalization. And it's showing up with giving birth. Well, somebody's having a baby in Capricorn season. Maybe twins. A girl and a boy. Or maybe you already have these kids. Maybe they're just young. I don't know. There's a young energy showing up here with the Page of Cups. Now, the Four of Swords following the Devil gives me like taking a break, separate. This could be separation. The sword can be a conflict. Now, for some of you, there's somebody that's showing up that may be trying to apologize to you. And you might be like, I've already cut you off. I'm done. Ace of Swords can be cutting somebody off. It's a sword that cuts both ways. It can be a breakthrough, but it can also be a cutoff point. With the Devil here, that feels like a toxic partner for some of you. I'm going to check and see who this Devil is, but it looks like water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or Capricorn for some of you. I'm seeing 4 weeks here. Something about 4 weeks. I see 1 day as well. Let's see. If something could happen yesterday or something could be happening today or tomorrow between you and this person. What is going on here? Because it went from positive to feeling weird. The Devil is captivity. It is oppression. And you got this slave programming here. There's something happening with you breaking free. And then for some of you, maybe it's coming through your relationship, your marriage or something, where you feel like you've been oppressed. You feel like you've been a slave, because literally the Devil represents slavery. It's enslavement. It's oppression. But whatever this is, you're pushing back against it. What is that? Who's the Devil? I just heard Natalie. Yeah, you're defending yourself. This is you, Leo. This is Leo Mars energy. Combating something. So the Ace of Swords can be a new conflict. It can be war. Like declaring war. What is happening here? Why did it turn bad? Now listen, the Devil can represent obsession as well. It is a sexual card. It represents hedonism. So maybe for some of you, y'all know I always call this my protection card because it is protection. But sometimes I see it as literal protection, like when you're being intimate. Using condom. Using some form of birth control, something to protect you from getting pregnant. Maybe somebody's finding out that they're pregnant and they did use protection. It's in the upright. Maybe you've been sleeping a lot. Maybe you've been very tired. Because I don't feel like this is bad for everybody. But for some of you, there is a toxic person here. That, yeah. Look at this. The Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. This is betrayal and cheating with a third party. And I'm hearing Beyonce when she's like, you must have lost your mother effing mind. Y'all know that song? You must have lost your mind. You must have just lost your mind. So somebody could have just lost their mind is what I'm getting here. Because these cards are they're showing up as dark energy. Why? Yeah, this is leaving a marriage, leaving a relationship, a long-term relationship. Your intuition, yeah. Your intuition was telling you somebody is sneaky or was telling you that somebody is sneaky. This is your intuition. And the Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy, is deceptive. the trickster spirit, but you know better. You already can read this person like a book. You see how she got that book open? This person is an open book to you and they think they're slick. You know something that they don't think that you know. Ooh. You could be sitting on it. Sometimes the high priestess talks about making your plans and like keeping them really close to your chest, like secretly planning to do something. And for some of you, it could be a move. Now that's for some of you. On the other side of this, there could be a new love or some kind of love around you right now that you have trust issues with. This could be your trust issues. Maybe they're coming on really strong. Knight of Swords is somebody that won't take no for an answer, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And maybe your intuition, like you're trying to read them and you're like, I don't know. But maybe this is somebody that's actually looking for something long term. I got to cover both because I feel both are here. Now, for some of you, you could have trust issues from being betrayed or divorce you went through or something from the past. And that could be why you have fear of change here. Okay, I'm going to put these cards back because let me get 2 more cards for this devil. It feels like you're defensive and protecting yourself, some of you. Yeah, the Strength card, that's you. This is control, self-control. Killing somebody with kindness, though. It does talk about being brave, being strong, having fortitude. That means you have the power, Leo. That's your card. You have the power. And the Sun, you definitely got the power here. I'm here. I got the power. You got the power. You got some intel on somebody. You got intel on somebody. And you about to get some more. It could be coming through a person. There's a Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo is here. Something is happening. We're about to go into Sagittarius season. This is Sagittarius, the beginning of Sagittarius season. The next 8 days. Today is the 18th. Yeah, today is the 18th. So by the 26th, some kind of messages are coming your way. Something is being, I don't know if this is like a download that you're getting, but somebody is getting exposed with the Sun and the Page of Swords. And then the 6 of Cups. This could be an ex. If this is a toxic lover, or maybe this already happened, somebody is like sending you screenshots, text messages, proof, evidence, something. Something is being exposed. But I feel like you playing so coy. I feel like you playing so coy. Sagittarius season is November the 22nd through December the 21st. But this card is November 22nd through December the 1st. So there's something coming to you quickly over the next 8 days. Could be a little bit longer, but it's some kind of intel. Look at all of these people here. This could be a bunch of exes, or maybe for some of you, there's some third party energy. There's something weird going on. And this is what's making you defensive. This is you in fighting mode. Like you like, I feel like you're really quiet though. Like a quiet protest. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, it's something about money. Queen of Pentacles. It's like you are protecting yourself financially. You got the Moon in reverse. Something is being exposed, y'all. What's done in the dark is coming out in the light. Period. I don't know who this is getting exposed, but that's what it is. Now, for others of you, this is positive. Like I said, it's 2 energies showing up here. I don't get that all the time, but sometimes I do. So I do feel like for a lot of you, I feel like for most of you, this is positive, but for some of you, this is not. For the people who are not getting a positive message from this, I already said it. For those of you where this is positive, I feel like somebody wants to invest in you. For some of you, this could be a professional partnership though. And I feel this person is very transparent. With the Moon card being in reverse, that's like not having any deception. But maybe you feel like you need to protect yourself. Maybe you are in like protective mode. Excuse me. So especially if you're born August 11th through the 22nd. That's the date of this card. So that's the window. So this might apply for those of you more who are at the latter part of the Leo season. I feel like there's a professional partnership, a networking opportunity, or for those of you who are looking for love, the Queen of Pentacles is fertility. She does represent fertility. She represents fertile ground. So this might be for some of you, even if you use protection, birth control, something like that. This love making going to be so good, or it was so good that you still going to get pregnant, or you still got pregnant. Especially if you feel like you're very tired. Some of you could have even dreamed about having a baby or something. Your dreams could be revealing a lot to you right now. For sure. Okay, that's on the positive. I do feel like somebody is invested. They do care. And I do feel like it's a good opportunity. But maybe you are feeling like you need to reject it because of your trust issues. Yeah, the 5 of Wands, that's you as well. And that does talk about like a conflict of interest or just feeling. And then you get the Lovers under that. It's right there. I can't show it because they're naked. But again, vulnerability, transparency. Maybe somebody makes you feel really vulnerable. And maybe it's triggering some trust issues for you. But I feel like this is actually a good partnership. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. It's like, yeah, you won't have to prove it to me. Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Others of you, this is you debating about a divorce. Yeah. And you're dealing with a spiteful, mean son of a... Oh, because this is a SOB. I ain't making that up. That's one of the meanings of that card. An air sign. This could be a 2-year marriage or relationship or age difference. So on the positive side, I see some of you, there's a Gemini. I feel like it's a go for the Gemini. I feel like it's a go for possibly a Capricorn, but the Capricorn is hit or miss. Definitely a Gemini. I feel like it's a go. A Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, possibly. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strongly. I feel like it's a go. A Taurus or a Libra. Okay, let's move on to fear of change. Why are you fearing change? Because you have infinite opportunities here. 6 of Pentacles. Taurus, so this could, I called you Taurus. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. I was going to say this is a Taurus card. So this is Taurus moon energy. 6 years could be significant. Somebody might be handing over some money in a divorce. You see the scales of justice there. And this can sometimes represent breadcrumbing. So I wonder if the fear is maybe getting involved with a new person and not getting what you want in return. So if you recently met someone or you're dating somebody and you're just a bit unsure about how things are going, this 6 of Pentacles is equal give and take. But maybe the fear could be either not getting what you put out, or that they start off really investing and then they start breadcrumbing. And maybe that's from past experiences. Yeah, this could be you being guarded. Page of Swords. 6 of Pentacles is generosity. It's humanitarianism. It's somebody with a big heart and they give just because they want to give. But some of you might be going through a divorce and this might be splitting assets or something. What's going on here? Could also be employment opportunities. The 10 of Pentacles. Infinite opportunities. Y'all get the 10 of Pentacles all the time. Ooh, you could have an opportunity to make yourself a real big lump sum of money. Some of you could be marrying into money. If that's your thing, whose thing is that not? Some people say they don't care about that. Well, that's your business because I care. Who don't want somebody financially stable? This is a financially stable person. As long as they are kind and they love you and they care about you, what's wrong with that? 10 of Pentacles usually talks about old money. Maybe some of you are meeting somebody or dating somebody that has a lot of resources and you think that you can't trust them because they have all these opportunities. Maybe that's what the infinite opportunities is. Like, you got so much money. What's going to make you be faithful to me? Well, if they're showing up as the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, that's a person that's playing for keeps. Yeah, this feels good. This feels good. Now, if you're not with anybody and you ain't worried about that, this door that's opening for you, look at that threshold right here. This is stepping into the amount of money that will set you up for the rest of your life. Sometimes this is estate planning for me. This is about getting insurance policies or either receiving. So it's like being a benefactor or being a beneficiary of an insurance policy, estate planning, something like that. Some of you could just be getting your ducks in a row financially, maybe meeting with a financial advisor for some reason, planning for the future, planning for the inevitable when you leave, you know, this earth, making sure your kids are taken care of. Somebody could be being very generous towards you, though. I feel like this is employment for some of you, and others, slow down. Others of you, this is a relationship. And whatever this is somebody playing for keeps, even if they do move slow. The Pentacles are slow moving people, but just understand it's because they have a lot to offer. The Queen of Cups. Could definitely be matters of the heart. That's a mother as well. So maybe somebody really is pregnant here. Somebody could be getting, if you are pregnant or had a baby recently, maybe you got a nice push gift from your person. Could have been a handbag, something really luxurious, like it feels luxurious. Or somebody could be planning to do that, and you get the Eight of Pentacles. Infinite opportunities are showing up in your money. So the Pentacles do represent your wealth and your health. But you have emotions here as well with the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, like I said, this is coming in love. And this is somebody that is invested, baby. Their heart is in it. A Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I feel like if you're dealing with a water sign, I'm going to give you 2 big thumbs up. Because I feel like that's definitely a go. And a Gemini. I feel like a Capricorn for some of you is good. And then for others of you, I feel like the Capricorn is Then Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini are showing up as kind of iffy too. But for some of you, it's good. Some of you, it's not. Oh my God, the Three of Pentacles and the Magician. This is manifestation. Big manifestation energy. So your thoughts are becoming things. So definitely keep your thoughts positive. Some of you are stepping into your own power. That's why you're releasing the slave programming. And you're going into this timeline shift, which to me starts a new cycle because this is the Fool. And the Fool is the beginning of the journey of the tarot. It's all about the Fool's journey, the hero journey. This is your hero being activated. The part of you that's fearless is being activated here. Now, what comes after the Fool? The Magician. And the Magician is right here. Now, I do see networking opportunities for somebody. Could be something like a dream networking opportunity. If you are online for some reason, this could be like a brand ambassadorship, like endorsing products or something like that. But it could be big. Gemini, Virgo is here. And this could be playing out in Capricorn season. The beginning of the year. I told y'all the beginning of the year, something is happening. January 1st through January 10th is the date of this card. And the Fool does represent for me the new year. While it is more the new year in the Eastern Hemisphere, obviously we are in the Western Hemisphere. Well, I am. Not everybody here, but I am. And so I see it as that first 3 months of the year. So maybe it'll be the first 3 months of the year. But this, whatever this is big. It's expansive. It's groups of people working with you. It's not just you. It's being supported. Even the Magician talks about self mastery and self-employment and being self-made. But you see 2 entities here, 2 people. I don't know if they're supposed to represent humans or spiritual beings. I don't know. But normally she's the only one in the card. There wouldn't be 2 other people here. But this is new beginnings for you romantically, financially, something to do with your passions, your creativity, and also your new way of thinking for some of you. Okay, well, this could be you giving birth to the ideas, but I do see somebody else helping because you got the Lovers. That usually talks about a mutually financial or emotionally beneficial relationship. I hope I said that right. Let's get your advice. I'm hearing All That I Can Say. All That I Can Say by Mary J. She is a Capricorn, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Now, Lauryn Hill wrote that song. She is a Gemini. So, loving you is wonderful. Something like a miracle. Rest assured, I feel the same way you do. Needing you, it isn't hard. With you, I can let down my guards. Stay secure, that's all I'm asking of you. I wish I had words to tell. This feeling that I know so well, but I don't. That could be what I'm picking up, like the Lovers. And it's really like she's speechless. She says all that I can say. And then she says, do, 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 do. So there are no words. She doesn't have words for how she's feeling. Now, that could be you making somebody feel that way or them making you feel that way. I love this for you. I actually feel like for most of you, this is all positive. But there are some of you who are defensive. And for a good reason. You could be dealing with somebody that's drinking too much, gambling too much, cheating. It's something like that going on. And I feel like it's a recent... what do you call it? Because this is an epiphany, an aha moment, something giving you clarity. This is information, communication. This person could act very innocent. They feel, whomever is dealing with a toxic person, they're very toxic because they're coming off as a narcissist. They seem really kind of cruel. Okay, let's see your advice. Ecology check. All right, it says true success is holistic. It serves you, your relationships, and your environment. Before you set any goal or make a big decision, perform an why can't I say this word? ecology check. I've never said that word before. That's why. Perform an ecology check to ensure it aligns with every aspect of your life. So for some of you, I mean, it feels like you are moving in silence some kind of way, but I do feel like you still have integrity. For those of you who are defensive and are leaving a person or a situation, it does feel like you're doing it the right way. This is morality, ethics, like your code of ethics, rules, regulations, compliance, all of that stuff, like organization. Now, it could be that you're being very strategic in how you are moving, even though you're about to make a radical shift. You could just be looking like you're playing by the rules, but I don't think you are, because the High Priestess came out, and the High Priestess is like you planning in secret, like you're doing something and somebody else or another group of people does not know what you're doing. Okay. For those of you who are in a more challenging situation, this is all about you shifting the way that you think about something. It's a rite of passage. It's some type of initiation into a new life. It talks about wiping the slate clean. I feel like some of you are ready to like literally set something on fire, destroy it. Now, I don't think it was you that was getting these cards before. I think it was Taurus that was showing like the books burning up, the libraries burning up, like stuff like that. Now, this would represent literally like the Bible. It's like spiritual text. It's dogma. It's indoctrination. It's things that keep you set into keep you in the mindset of being controlled, right? Being indoctrinated, being a conformist, and just kind of going with the programming. But this is when you're like, I'm not doing it anymore. It can represent the institution of marriage as well. And I do see that here for some of you. And it feels like a lot of you may be thinking about leaving somebody that feels a bit toxic. What's going to be the outcome of this? I feel like you're going to be absolutely fine. But I do feel like you're trying to do it in a very moral way. I'm going to give you a hats off, because I feel like some of you are moving in a way that I don't know that I am mature enough to do. Because my petty get activated when somebody deceives me. I become savage. So let's see. You got the 5 of Cups. Yeah, this is sadness. This is grief. And it could be that you are grieving, like, you know, what used to be. You see like happy home energy back here. That's what I told y'all the other day. It feels like something was great or felt great, but now you're like, I got to do this by myself. Queen of Pentacles. She represents a working parent. Yes, she can be a wife, which could mean that you are a wife or a husband or whatever. But it feels like some kind of discovery is going on. I don't know, y'all. The 10 of Wands. It's a one-sided relationship. It's something that's stressful. This is dead weight you've been carrying. Maybe the person is a little plump. He kind of got a big wide booty for a man. Forgive me, y'all, but I'm just saying. This person could be kind of plump. And you might be like, I just saw this yesterday on TikTok. The lady was like, she lost 250 pounds and it was a weight lifted off her. She was talking about her ex-husband. So that's what this could be. Maybe this person's like 200-300 something pounds. And you're just like, I'm so done with this sadness, like keeping me in this sad energy. Maybe it looks good to the outside world, but it's been a struggle. This is a one-sided relationship. This is carrying all the weight. This is where a lot of the responsibilities and burdens of the household fall on you. And you could just be like, you know what? I'm distancing myself from this fairy tale because it ain't real. And I'm ready for something new, something stable. 4 of Pentacles. But you're dealing with somebody. Oh, y'all, there could be a fight over money. But guess what? It ain't going to work. You're going to get the money. If you are in a legal situation over alimony, child support, you're going to get it. I'm so sorry for them. They could be trying to hide money, or somebody could be. It might be you with this Queen of Pentacles, unless you're dealing with a Capricorn, because this gives me like somebody that's like, you ain't taking my money. I worked too hard for it. 4 of Wands. That's the happy home with the Lovers. And who is this man? The King of Wands. That's you. Yeah, some of y'all might be coming into some unexpected money. Here you are again, moving in silence. And then the 4 of Cups. So you could be rejecting somebody after a conflict because of something that they did. But I'm telling you, I feel like you're not saying anything. High Priestess is not going to tell you what she's doing. She's not going to tell you why she's mad. She's just going to start planning. Okay, y'all. That's what I have for you. You're going to be fine. Somebody could be trying to hide money. I feel like it will be exposed, though. Ain't nothing going to remain hidden here. All right, y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment If any of this resonated, hype the video if you can. I will see you all next time. Peace.